Sport at 6s and 7s. Bob Hall, ITN Sport at Villa Park.
Things look set for a close finish in the European Open Golf Championship at Sunningdale tomorrow. After today's third round, Seve Ballesteros has fought his way back to share the lead with Howard Clark, both 7 under par. Ballesteros had some problems with a noisy spectator at the 18th today. But when he saw just who it was, a brief word seemed all that was needed. Finally, the shot was one of his best. And things were beginning to look ominous for the rest of the field. The putt gave him a birdie and a real psychological boost. Meanwhile, Howard Clark was letting his two-shot lead slip badly. Out of one bunker on the 18th, straight into another. The shot gave him a bit of a chance to save his par. But he missed the putt, and he had to settle for sinking this tiddler to stay level with Ballesteros going into tomorrow's final round. Almost inevitably, Robert Sangster won the big money in the first Phoenix Champion Stakes at Phoenix Park in Ireland. His horse Sadler's Wells held off some strong challengers to win him more than £250,000. Ironically, as it was mostly his companies that put up the money in the first place. This win, by a good length, kept up his record of never being out of the first 4. So Sadler's Wells the winner, with Seattle Song second and Princess Patty third.
Finally, the people of Arnhem in Holland watched another parachute drop today, 40 years on to the month after British forces made their airborne assault on the bridgehead there. This time, flowers came out of the sky, one for every soldier who died.
The cemetery at Arnhem, with its 1,746 airborne graves, tells best the tragedy of Arnhem. 10,000 men of the 1st Airborne Division landed 40 years ago this month. Only about 2,000 made it back to Allied lines. Today, one of the survivors, Henry McAnally, who's lived here for the last 30 years, paid his own personal tribute, a single carnation for each grave. The flowers were provided free by the florists of Arnhem, where the memory of the airborne still burns bright. The plane Mr. McAnally used today was a World War II Dakota, the same machine from which he and his comrades dropped so long ago. No gunfire this time, but waiting crowds of children on the fields once littered with gliders and parachutes. The flowers seemed a pitifully small tribute as they fluttered out, but they spoke more than words. And you suddenly realized that the children gathering them were probably the grandchildren of the young Dutch people who survived the hell of Arnhem.
The heroes of Arnhem remembered 40 years on. And that's the news from ITN. From all of us to all of you, a very good night.
And the weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow, a cloudy evening with some intermittent light rain at first, but this rain will become heavier overnight with brighter, drier weather moving into the region soon after dawn. There'll be some sunny intervals during Sunday, but also a number of blustery showers. The wind will stay in the west, but it will increase to strong and gusty by Sunday afternoon. The temperatures falling to 11 centigrade, 52 Fahrenheit overnight, and rising tomorrow to a maximum of 16 centigrade, that's 61 Fahrenheit.
40 years ago, next Saturday, a plan to terminate the Second World War became operational.
It'll be the largest airborne operation ever mounted. Quite frankly, this kind of thing's never been attempted before.
Let's get going! All right! Sanctioned by Eisenhower, masterminded by Montgomery, an all-star cast recreates the fateful assault on the Rhine bridgehead at Arnhem in A Bridge Too Far. Explosive action next Saturday at 10:15 on ITV.
Next on Tyne Tees, we invite you to take your seat for our movie premiere, Nighthawks.
Mitsubishi Colts. Drive one.
After a hard morning's workout, you'll need something quick and nutritious, like Cadbury Smash. Real potato pieces that ripple with vitamin C, leaving you raring to go.
Findus have a new recipe for French bread pizza. First, we bake our own French bread, fresh, daily. Then, we cover it with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, smoked ham, and juicy pineapple chunks. New Findus pineapple and ham French bread pizza. The finest food, frozen.
When you're looking for home improvement, ask yourself, where in the world do you get so much to choose from? Dickens, that's right.
We can make a bedroom bloom, give a bathroom shower power, or make a kitchen bewitching. We've got lighting that's a shade different, piles of tiles, a host of wall coverings, oceans of paint, floors you'll adore, and a whole lot more.
When you need an unusual item, ask yourself, where in the world can you get what you want when you need it? Dickens, that's right.
From a joiner's rule to a power tool, raw materials and more materials, front doors, garage doors, everything for the great outdoors. Take a playtime break or a lunchtime break. Our advice is free, and you can boost your buying power with a charge account.
We got the range, we got the service, value for money and plenty of choice. Where in the world? Dickens, that's right.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Your gas bill, Mr. Foster. Gas bill?
Bills always arrive when you least expect them. They seem to drop right out of the blue.
Final demand for the electric, sir.
Sometimes they come in 2s and 3s, so you always need something to fall back on. Save regularly with Barclays Cash Plan, and when bills arrive, you can borrow up to 30 times your monthly saving, just by using your Cash Plan checkbook.
There's a cheque in the post.
Cash Plan, the cheque account that pays you interest and lets you borrow.
There's a special sparkle in your Sunday Post tomorrow. How is she shaping up as a mum? Did society make him what he is today? Plus this great pattern offer for the keep fit crazy and the happily lazy. All in your Sunday Post tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock we begin a new series of The Human Factor. And we have an incredible story to tell you. It's about a 10-year-old boy who has no legs, but he's got a freedom which no one ever experienced or ever imagined. It all revolves around a skateboard. That's The Human Factor at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Big match, don't forget our big match coming up at 2:30, Manchester United v Newcastle, Leicester v Ipswich. And more delightful children and child's play coming your way at 7:15, right after Highway, Lace continuing at 7:45. Then a brand new series with a background of politics at 10 o'clock. Programmes tomorrow on Tyne TV.
The atmosphere's tense at the Whitbread Trophy Grand Prix. Last-minute modifications. And they're off! Jim Webb and Pete Sedley are making the early running. There's knocking it through the playground, crowd lap it up. Up! Oh! But Jim's in for a tip stop. It's a lot less bother than a hover. So Pete's first over the makeshift bridge. Oops, a bit too makeshift. Pete's clipped half a second off the course record and half an inch off the course. But he's more keen on a pint than a prize. He appreciates a brew with a fine head and good body. Whitbread Trophy Special. Head and body above the rest.
Right, I want 20 juice and lengths of plastic guttering. 4 juice and sheets of chipboard. And 30 juice and lengths of skirting.
I must have hung a juice and mountain of doors this week.
And I'll need juice and 10 litres of emulsion. Juice and rollboard, mustn't forget them. Have you got all that stuff for Mrs. Hardy's new juice and kitchen? Of course, the juice and have. Juice and casement windows, I'll need some of them. Oh, need a juice and new front door for a start. I'll bet I'm going to need juice and pans, Alden, have you?
The juice and well have.
Well, how about 48 lengths of juice and joist cut to juice and size?
And we want them juice and quick.
There's over 150 juicing branches all over the country. Find us in Yellow Pages.
Well, if you're in the building game, they've got the juice and lots. And I mean juice and everything.
Buy anything with your trust card, no matter how small, and you won't have to pay for a month. Just about the time it starts to grow on you.
Goodness me, plant, you've really grown.
Trust card. It pays you to use it more often.
$10.95. I don't have enough. I'll put something back.
We'll put back this and this and take bowl 3 instead.
Automatic powder plus fabric conditioner?
Yes, it's great value.
I don't want to save money if it doesn't work.
Bowl 3 does work beautifully.
You don't have to spend money on separate powder and fabric conditioner. Bowl 3 does it all in one.
Bowl 3 really does work. Look at these shorts, marvelously clean. And my towels are soft and so fresh. I won't be buying separate powder and conditioner again when Bowl 3 does it all in one.
If an engine could choose its own oil, it couldn't choose a better oil than Duckham's Hypergrade. The engine's choice.
You can't beat Ajax Liquid on floors. Ajax Liquid, original white or lemon, lets the shine through.
Brilliant!
90 years of making mints the hard way, then along came these Mentos. Mentos chewy mints. Stronger than I thought.
Dad, we made it. The first rock-hard chewy mint.
A chewy mint, eh? He hasn't cracked it yet, Gordon, has he?
Mentos mints. By gum, they're chewy.
Hang on, John. That an eraser?
Not an eraser, it's a retractor.
2 pints of dry blackthorn, blue squire. I'll have to change the barrels over, lads. Fingers under there, feet under there.
You sure you want pints, lads?
Not off.
Dry blackthorn. It tastes dry in a big way. Just you watch out for it.
This is a warning to people with nice, shiny plastic baths. Some cream cleaners contain harsh abrasives which damage the shine. To prove our point, we're going to clean one of these plastic lenses with an abrasive cream cleaner, and the other with a solution of flash. Whatever happens to these plastic lenses will eventually happen to the surface of your plastic bath. See what harsh abrasives do to plastic? Now you can see why most people who make plastic baths recommend Flash, the all-shine, no-scratch cleaner.
You know, you can come across some funny old partnerships. There's the George and Dragon, the Dog and Duck, and even the Punch and Judy. But there's one double act that gets on famously everywhere. A pint and Castella. A Castella cigar, long and cool, smooth and mellow. Wherever there's a friendly pub, you'll find a pint and Castella. Get 'em together.
Susie's gonna sing about a different kind of chocolatey biscuit.
Trio!
Too loud.
Trio!
I said that was too
I
loud.
want a trio and I want one now.
Yeah, well, we all do, man, but listen.
Not one, not two,
I mean,
but 3 things in
I
it.
said-
A chocolatey biscuit and a toffee taste too.
Listen, could you just cool
And
it?
not one.
No 3 things are quite as good together as a trio.
Gold. Rich, pure, precious. And only one coffee is called Gold Blend. because each bean is precious. Gold Blend. Is there any other coffee that tastes as rich, as pure, as smooth? Try Gold Blend, and surely you'll agree nothing is as good as gold.
First, there was the Day of the Jackal. Then came the Odessa File. Now, Frederick Forsyth's latest masterpiece is the Fourth Protocol. Serialized only in the Mail on Sunday. Part 1 of the Fourth Protocol this Sunday. With You Magazine, cartoons, and Frederick Forsyth. You get more from the Mail on Sunday.
When you're running through the jungle and things get hot, take a go. Go, 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 go. Ribena rich in vitamin C. Take a go. Ribena's fruity and blackcurrant tea. Take a go. In a store and you will see.
Ribena goodness is ready to go.
Go, go.
This book undermines the British way of shopping. Innocent bystanders are enticed into choosing scandalously low-priced quality products at home and then buying them in the high street in full public view.
Oh, get your free autumn catalogue from Argos now. Argos. You can't put a good book down.
Maths. A head for figures will go far. Too early to tell how far. A-.
Sport. As ever, Glenda's never slow at picking things up. B+.
Music. Completely tone deaf. Expected to be signed by a record company any day. C minor.
Headmaster's remarks. Well adjusted, fits in. Likeable, with both feet fixed firmly on the ground. Unlike the rest of his class.
Clark's. Sensible shoes that won't cramp your style.
A job at the hall was no fun at all, but it was living all right. That was living all right. Worked our fingers to the bone. All his lordship did was moan, but it was living all right. That was living all right. That's what made it worthwhile. Was a cider and a smile, and these were good old English days. And he went overjoyed when we went self-employed. That was living all right. That was living all right.
Gamer's Old English Cider. It's what made the old days the good old days.
Because there will always be the last-minute gift.
3 first class hotels.
The urgent journey.
American Express.
The anniversary surprise.
2 front stalls for tonight, please. American Express card.
There will always be the American Express card.
There you are, sir. You've got a few minutes.
Welcomed around the world and just around the corner.
Hello, American Express.
Oh, Mr. Lewis. 2 front stalls.
Thank you.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Deep within a walnut whip, there lies a dream of fondant cream, crowned with walnut. Lose yourself in a walnut whip.
Crown Plus 2 new liquid gloss has come to town. Now it's thicker and goes on smoother. It gives you a better finish all round. Crown Plus 2 new liquid gloss goes on a treat.
Secondo. The face fits. Wear it.
Girls, don't miss this golden opportunity. We're giving away thousands of bracelets. Find out how to get yours in this week's TV Tyne.